Story why the tortoise has no hair on. But, demanded Annie of the old Hottentot, a couple of days later, after that horrid little hare cheated old Tortoise over the little twinkly fishes, what did old Tortoise say next time he met him? What did Sculpit say to little Hawshay? Repeated old Hendrik, with a sudden wide-open laugh. Well, Ankie, he said a lot, you may bet he said a lot. He just had say a lot 'cause what he to say wa true, and when you hain't got de truth to tell, den you has to use a mighty lot o' words to make it stick. But surely old Tortoise didn't believe that little hare after what he'd done, protested Annie. Oh, but you hain't never hear dat little Hawshay talk when he's a mind to butter somebody down, rejoined old Hendrik. Oh, Sculpate's one o' dese people what wants to know, for dey believes anything, and he was roundin' round for blood and tunder lookin' for little Hawshay. Well, and he meet him, and de next ting you knows days yest ol' chummies a plantin' peach trees together. Dat's fine, ain't it? But den, de finis of it, and de finis of it is, Sculpit hain't got no hair on him any mo'. Why? Did tortoises ever have hair on? Demanded little Annie in blank astonishment. O' course, dey had hair on, retorted old Hendrik, protesting at such astonishment in his hearer. Ain't his big broder, de otter, got hair on him yet? But Sculpit would get mix up with little Hawshay, and, dear you is, he hain't got no hair on him no more. Oh, how was that? Do tell us, begged Annie. Why, it was dis-a-way, went on Hendrik. When dey did meet, and when Sculpit finis talkin' big, and little Hawshay finis talkin' butter, den Hawshay feel dat good and harum-scarum inside him dat he hop, and he skip, and he monkey off across de veld till he come to a farm, and dear was de peach garden right in his way, wid de farmhouse a bit way off from it. Well, little Hawshay he squat and he sniff, and he tink about de dogs and de little boys dat frow stones, but he tink o' de peaches too, and he feel yust dat cussed dat he's a gun to have a try at dem peaches if he lose his tail for it. He can see de fence is all aloes and prickly pear, growin' dat close dear ain't room even for ringhalls, de snake, to get true, let alone a Hawshay, but dat ain't a gun, to send him off without peaches. So he looks about, and deer's a round stony copy yust back o' de house and garden, and he hop round and up de backside o' dat copy, and peep over to have a reg'lar look at tings. And under a tree at de foot o' de copy he sees two fat dogs a-sleepin', and comin' from de garden deer's a little boy wid his daddy's ol' hat full o' peaches. Dese big, fine, girl's cheek peaches. And de boy goes and sets down under de tree. Little Hawshay he look at de boy, and he look at de dogs. Den he look at de big stones, and de little bushes all down de side o' de copy, and his big eyes, gin a-shinin'. I knows how I'll get dem peaches, says he. Well, he creep down de copy true de bushes and de stones till he's right at de bottom and only about 40 yards away from de little boy, and den he pop out right in front o' him. He gies one hop and he gies two hop, and den all of a sudden he squat flat, like he's yust seen de little boy and tinks de boy ain't seen him. But deer's one fair ol' yell and one mighty ol' yump from dairy boy, and den he's yust a sickin' de dogs on to catch dis hare. dat's all little Hoshe want. While de boys a yellin' and a yumpin', and while de dogs is a whackin' and a lookin' out to see what's it all about, all dat time Klein Hosse's yust a makin' a brown streak round dat copy. But he ain't. He only make 10 yards of it and den he's out o' sight round de corner. Dat's far enough, and he just gi us one fair ol' yump to one side, up de copy, and squats down flat behind a stone till de dogs is rush past wid de little boy runnin' all he know otter 'em. Den Hoshe just hop back to dairy ol' hatful o' peaches under de tree, and pick it up and skip out o' dat eatin' peaches all de way. And what did the little boy do when he got back and found his peaches gone? Broke in Annie's younger brother. "Well," answered Hendrik, "I only heard about what Klein Hoshe done. Dey don't say nothin' about what de boy done. But I specks he just went back and got some mo' peaches. But about Klein Hoshe," resumed he, "dese yer peaches taste just dat good dat all day while he's a-eatin' 'em. He's tinkin' how nice it you'd be if he had his own tree to pick it widout no dogs to chase him. And de mo' he eat de mo' he study, till at last it strike him what to do. Den he saves de last 2 o' de peaches, and he biff dat ol' hat into shape wid a 1-2, and swack it down on one ear and de back of his head, and off he set down to sprue it to de water hole where he'll find Sculpit. Sculpit was dear, wid his chin on top de water, looking just as leery as ever, and he don't so much as wink his eye till little Hoshe shout him out. "Hello, Sculpit," says he. "I struck luck since I left you. I's got peaches, and I reckoned now we's friends I'd better gi'a you one and me de oder. Here you is den, choose which one you'll have." Well, Sculpit he tinks he'll tink it over, but he look at dem 2 peach in little Hosse's hands, and fust ting he knows he's flipped his way out o' de water and he's comin' to Hoshe, where he's a-sittin' wid one leg crossed over toter, makin' hissif all nice and comfy. "Here you is," says Hoshe, givin' him de biggest and de ripest o' de 2. "You squat now, an' we'll fair enjoy dese ol' peaches." So Sculpit he squat, and dey rolls dem peaches in dear hands, and dey suck 'em wid dear lips, and dey squeeze dear teeth in just a leetle bit and taste de uiche o' dat. And dat's so nice dey ca' hold off no longer, but dey fair yums into dem peaches and scoffs 'em down and suck de stones clean. "What you tink o' peaches now?" Says Hoshe. "I tinks I'd like to know where dear's some mo'," says Sculpit. "I'd just fair live on peaches if I had 'em." "So'd I," says Hoshe. "And I'll tell you what, Sculpit, I's been a-studyin'. What you say now if we plant dese 2 stones and grow 2 trees for us own selves, and just sit under de branches and watch de peaches ripen? Wouldn't dat be fine? Wouldn't it just?" says Sculpit. "Wouldn't it just? Right den," says Hoshe. "Here we is now. You pick a place and we'll plant dese 2 stones, one for me and one for you. We'll soon have peaches otter dat, tons and tons," says he. "Right you is," says Sculpit. "Yonder's de place. We'll soon plant 'em." So dey plants dese 2 stones, and de trees spring up, and den comes de time to be waterin' 'em every day. And every day Sculpit's at it, carryin' de water in his mouth to his tree, and carryin' all de day 'cause he ca only hold a mighty little water in his mouth at one time. So his tree kep on a growin' and a branchin'. But little Hoshay he ain't a waterin' no trees. If dairy ol' tree his want water, den it add a better saunter over to de water hole and get it, or if it want to die, well, it can yust die and be blowed to it, says he. Den he'd go off and squat down and watch Sculpit carryin' water, and he'd laugh and laugh, but he don't let nobody catch him at dat. Well, dis went on and on, till little Hossy's trees dead wid de want water, while Sculpates is big and bushy wid de plenty of it, and in a while it's fair hangin' full and bendin' down wid peaches. Nice, big, you see, girls' cheek peaches. S's Sculpit to Hoshay. If you'd only watered your tree you'd had peaches too now. Don't you wiss you had? Well, dem peaches is look nice, says Hoshay. But dey'd be a lot nicer for you if you could get at 'em to eat 'em. How's you gone to do dat, Sculpit? Sculpit swivel his eye to look at Hoshay. Hoshay don't wink a word. Says he, it's all right, ain't it? Dear's your peaches and dear's you, but dear ain't de eatin', and de eatin's de ting, ain't it? How about dat part, Sculpit? Sculpit yust drop right flat at dat. He hain't never tink dat. He look at dat tree and he look at dem peaches, such nice big peaches, and den he look at little Hoshay. What'll I to do? Says he. Well, says Hoshay, I reckon dear ain't only one way. You'll to get somebody to climb up in de tree and drop 'em down to you, and use de only one I knows dat can do it, says Sculpit. How if you was to go up in de tree den? Right, says Hoshay, like he's doin' de biggest kind of a favor. I'll have a try, anyhow, says he, like he ain't so sure he can do it. But he gie us a hop, a skip, and a yump, and you can hear him laugh as he land up in dem lower branches like a bird. Den he climb till he's right up where de nicest peaches is. And den he gins to eat 'em. You shoulda hear Sculpit shout at dat. Ho yay, says he, what for you eat dem peaches up dear? 'Cause dey's nice, what else? Says Hoshay. Dey's about de nicest peaches I ever tasted. Here you is, dis stone now, says he, and he drop a peach stone fair on Sculpate's nose. You plant dairy stone, and by you'll have a tree your own to eat off, and den you won't need to dance and prance round dis one while you's watchin' me eat peaches. Sculpit he fair whistle, he's dat mad. By gum! You flop right down out dat or I'll knock de by gum stuffin' out you, says he, and he yust paw de air. Dem's my peaches, says he. Is dey, says Hoshay? Den if dey is I'd advise you to shake yourself a bit and come up and get a few while dear's some left, and Hoshay sort smile down at him. Sculpit he reglar stretch his neck down dear on de ground. You smart, says he, almighty smart, but I know what I'll do. You yust stop up dear and see if I don't fix you. You wait a bit, dat's all, and he turns and he offs back to Despruit, with little Hoshay singin' a song to him as far as he can hear him, about how nice it is to eat peaches in de tree. But it ain't no time at all, for here comes Sculpit back agin, and de whole gang de Sculpits wid him. and dey make no mo to do, but dey marches right up to de tree and gins to bite it round to cut it down. Now we's got you, S's sculpit. We'll see how you like it when we get hold o' you. When you get hold o' me, S's Hoshe. Fire away den, and he yust keep on a eatin' peaches like dat's what he was born doin'. By'n be de trees mighty near cut true, and by dat time dear ain't one peach left. Little hossies eat de last one. Dat's right, S's sculpit. But I's yust a gun to knock dem peaches out o' you agin now, wid all de rest o' de by gum stuffin'. Den car ar rack. Goes de tree, and it gin to swing dis way and dat way, and all de sculpits stand ready to catch little Hoshe. Den cur rack sounds de tree and down it come, but, yust as it's a fallin', dear's little Hoshe, dar so. Away out yonder. For he gien one fair ol' winger of a yump, and he land far out de yonder side de ring o' sculpits, and dear he goes now a streakin' over de rise and out o' sight. Who's a knockin' de stuffin' out o' who now? S's he, as he send de heel dust a flyin' behind him. But de sculpits dey ain't done yet. Dey's too mad to gie up so easy as dat. I know what he'll do, S's sculpit. He's yust so full o' peaches he'll squat right down dear over de rise and go to sleep. So we'll do dis. We'll get round him in a great big ring a mile wide, and den when he gins to run agin we'll keep a poppin' up and a poppin' up everywhere he stops, till he'll yust run on till he drops. Den we has him. Dat's yust what we'll do, S's all de sculpits. And, right dear dey start to do it. Well, little Hoshe was asleepin' on de yonder side de ridge, where he'd squatted down, when up pops sculpit. Yust dat close dat dear ain't no time for foolin' or anytin' but gettin' away. But Hoshe flick up his heels and laugh as he go. Why don't you catch me, S's he. Oh, sculpit grin, but he don't say nothin'. He yust flop down in de grass agin and wait. In a while Klein Hoshe rinks he's run fur enough, but he hadn't more'n stop, for up pops anader sculpit a comin' at him. Hello, S's Hoshe. Here already, is you? Allah crotch tea. How you manage dat? But de sculpit keep a comin' on, and Hoshe has to off agin, and dis time he don't flick his heels. Well, de same ring happen once and de same ring happen twice, and it went on like dat till little Hoshe was dat near done for dat de sculpits gin to close in on him. Now we's got you, S's day. Has you, S's Hoshe? And he look round. And dear he sees a dead elephant lyin' in de grass. Dat's de ting, S's he, and he makes a dive and he pops right inside dat elephant, true his mouth. Now dat elephant was all swelled up wid bein' 2 days dead, and when little Hoshe dives inside it, head fust it set up such a morion and commotion dat it look like de elephant's a gun to roll over and get up on to his 4 big legs. De trunk lift up, and de top ear wag, and de sculpits all rink. By Jiminy, dairy elephants de livest elephant days seen dis many a day. Run now! Shouts de sculpits. Dairy elephants Klein Hossie's daddy, and he's a gun to get up and tromp us to smash. Get away now! S's day. Little Hoshe, inside, he hear all dat, and he fair gun to ramp about in dat elephant, and he shout out'n his trunk like Billy-O, and it made dat big a row, and dat big a wiggle, dat you hain't never seen no sculpits ever doin' no sich a gettin' away as dey did. For dat time dey used to have hair on 'em like a otter, but dey went dat far and dey went dat fast, for sculpits, true de bush and de stones and de grass, dat dey wear all de hair off en 'em, till dey gets quite smooth and polish like you sees 'em now. And dat's why de sculpits is got no hair on 'em," concluded the old Hottentot, with all the dignity of a learned professor to his class. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.